What is up, everyone? It's Christmas Eve for us, but as you guys watch this, it is, well, it's past Christmas. So I hope you guys had an amazing holiday with your families. I hope you got all the car parts and Oaks Garage merch that you wanted. But now, you know, you probably have a couple days off of work, so get in that garage, start wrenching, because you know what? The car season comes before you know it, doesn't it, Jordy?
Yeah, I learned that quick this year.
Oh yeah, and then you spend the whole car season working, and then your car is just finished right for the end of. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, that was my whole season.
I've gone through that so many times, but all right. So, as you guys know, we've been working hard on the S14 Pro car. We've made great progress. Last video you guys saw, we got the front end kind of mocked up. So, well, not mocked up. We have the front end in exactly where it's going to land. So now we can make the tube front, which is huge. This is also the first day that I don't feel sick as death for the first time in a week and a half. So I'm not going to be slurring as much, which is fantastic. So I might over talk because I'm excited I could actually talk.
Don't we all love that?
Just shut up, Jordan. So, Christmas Eve, it's a big day. Not only because tomorrow we get to have a lovely day with our families, but yesterday a car showed up at the port that I, well, happened to import a little while ago. And I'm not gonna say what it is. You guys know what it is, but we're gonna keep it exciting for the clickbait here, all right? I'm making Jordy come with me to New Jersey. My buddy picked up the car for me at the port yesterday. It's at his shop. My buddy Alex, thank you so much for doing that for me. And so we get to go to his shop, check out some of his cool stuff, pick up the car, and then hopefully have zero traffic on the way back on the worst travel day of the year. Sound good?
Let's gamble.
Take the trusty steed. They say Christmas Eve is probably one of the worst travel days of the year. We're gonna find out if it's because of traffic or it's because of, they say, aggravated drivers. Why would anyone be aggravated and stressed on Christmas Eve,
People
you know?
love their families.
Take this, I need the handbrake. Oh, I smell his clutch. There we go, there we go. Oh, I got spilled just dunking all over you.
God damn it, Jim.
I wanted to set the pace for the drive. The city? Probably not. Come on, sing me some Frank Sinatra. Da, 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 da. Guy's smirking crazy.
He sees the camera, bro.
Yeah, he sees the camera. He knows the deal.
He knows.
I had to go too slow. Oh, come on. Move the hell out of the way. Come on. We're in Jersey. You're not supposed to ask questions. Come on, this guy. We scared him.
What a rookie,
What a
dude.
rookie. All right, we officially made it. Traffic, not that bad.
Oh, no.
Not yet, Jordy. Christmas Eve, which means I get to consider this a Christmas present, right? Yeah. The money spent, you know, it's getting delayed.
Yeah. Little Christmas cruise.
Little Christmas cruise. So this is my Christmas present. That's how, I mean, I always say it, car guys, everything we do, we're just trying to justify. It's my right of way. So the car showed up at the port on Friday, which is sick. My buddy Alex Goldstein went and picked it up for me at the port on Monday, which was yesterday because it just got released. And then he brought it back to his shop for me, which is huge. Going to the port kind of sucks, and he has a whole system down because he does a lot of foreign imports. So his shop is up here. He's got some really freaking cool cars. I think I'm more excited to look at his car collection than the car we're actually picking up, and you're gonna see why. Let's pull up and check it out. All right, we're here. We're at my buddy Alex's shop, and we officially have my 110 imported. Dun dun dun! It's here in the States.
How excited are you?
It's weird because I was in the UK a few months ago. I was in Wales driving this thing up rocks, and then it's like to see it here in the States or in Jersey is like It's weird. Almost like when you see two cartoon characters in a crossover episode. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like this is crossover to the States. So Jordy, I want you to, let me see your opinion on this thing.
All right, you said it was rough, but I didn't expect rough.
It's rough, it's rougher than you thought?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is like looking at this, it's not gym spec. Like you usually buy really nice things. So I was expecting you to buy like a really pristine one.
No,
But
they're
like,
too expensive.
Seeing it, I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, I love
good. Okay, good save. Good save. Well, you saw what we did with the thing.
Well, yeah, it's perfect. For what you did with it and what you want to do with it, perfect.
Alex, what do you think? You've seen a lot of these.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say it's a solid truck.
Okay.
It drives nice. Just needs a little love around the edges, but for what its use was, out in Europe, it's not bad.
On a scale of 0 to 10, it's a 6.5.
All right, mechanically, at least driving here, it felt like a 9 out of 10. It felt solid.
Okay, thank you.
And then aside from that, I mean, the body is like, it's been used.
Yeah.
But mechanically, these things are hard to get sorted. So
See, he's just focusing on the good. Alex, thank you. I don't think it's that bad. If you saw these things in Europe, this is a nice one.
No,
many of them were complete pieces. Like
Giant. All right, so Land Rover 110. If you guys haven't seen this thing, well, I'll put the link to the videos in the description from our UK trip a couple months ago. It was a ball. So this is a British ass vehicle. The Land Rover Defender is like iconic. And as you guys know, Josh James, Bulker123 in the UK, is one of my very old friends. He's obsessed with his. He bullied me into buying one, and guess what? I did. We drove it to Wales. We went off-roading in it. It was an absolute ball. And then this is, well, a 99 TD5. So the first year to a modern drivetrain. And it's a 110 Wagoneer, so it's a longer model, and it has seats all the way to the back. I consider them like a giant K truck because they're built super cheap. They're meant to be simple. They're supposed to be raw. It's literally the British Jeep. They're a vibe. They're way overpriced. And honestly, they do go for quite a bit of money here in the States. Be excited. It's cool.
Oh, it's super cool. I'm gonna steal it to tow with this summer. Give me those, come on. It's cool. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park.
There we go.
Yeah.
You like the basket or no?
Yeah, I like the basket.
Okay.
You can put tires up there.
That is true.
Yeah. We can fit the whole crew.
We could fit the whole crew.
DJ and
everyone. It's so weird to see this thing in the States. Well, we got my British hoopty here. I'm hyped. We'll talk about it more later on. You guys have seen the car, but my buddy Alex, his shop here is ridiculous, and I want to show these things off, and I'm excited just to poke around. And while he is a huge Porsche nut, and I mean, look at the cars he has sitting here. Absolutely insane. Alex is a king at hunting crazy cars down, and you find a lot of your cars in Europe, right? That's your specialty, is imported mainly from Europe. So he import things for himself to enjoy, broker, sell, make some money, move on, and experience something cool and different, and keep going. That's what you do.
That's what I do.
So this car, so your 3.8 car, I saw you at Ultrace this year with this car.
Yeah, so this car I had out there. This car came from Finland, yeah.
So Alex found this 964 in Finland, drove it all the way to Poland for Ultrace, and then imported it.
Yeah, and then brought it back like a week later. We went from Poland like all the way, we stopped in Germany, I hit the Nürburgring for a little bit.
In this thing?
Yeah, I did like 2 laps in this before like traffic and like people were wrecking.
That's true, yeah.
And then dropped it off in Belgium to bring back.
This thing is the prettiest 964 I think I've ever seen. What color is this?
So it's a velvet red metallic. So one of like the factory Porsche colors from back in the day, but it just like was not a desired color.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't end up getting it.
Well, it's funny how that works. It was like all the undesired colors are now desirable because because they were probably flashy and corny back then, but now since they're a rarity to us, we're just like, oh, I want it. You know?
Yeah.
Look how absolutely beautiful this thing with the carbon insert. Wow. What a beautiful car, dude. That is, with the modern panels and stuff, holy shit, that is insane. All right, so we have a 968 CS. So I know nothing about this car, but it's probably one of the coolest Porsches I think I've ever seen in person. So what is the deal with this thing?
So, you know, Porsche back in the day had the 968.
Yeah.
It was like a good car, but it wasn't incredible.
Yeah.
They decided at some point, they were like, let's make like a special, like kind of club sport variant. Even like the regular 968s were pretty rare, but you know, this club sport variant is kind of like the one. It's lightened up, has an LSD factory. Like, you know, this suspension on the car is complete factory suspension, fully adjustable. You can get as low as you want.
Now, did these wheels come on it?
No, so it came with like, you know, like the factory like cup ones. If you see, these wheels are the same wheels as that car.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But like when you see them color match, they're like slightly different.
Yeah, it sticks out differently.
Yeah.
And then you show me the interior of this thing. Can I open it?
We got it a little bit apart right now, but yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Just changing the shift knob on it.
No, it's super cool. Look at the handbrake on the left side. That's so wild. That's just completely Porsche racing mindset, probably.
Yeah.
Just super weird. Color match buckets. And you said these are factory bucket seats?
The interior is all factory aside from the cage, but
that is so wild. Jordy, we have a 3-liter 4-cylinder.
It's a big bitch.
That's a big bitch. Oh my God. That is a big girl. Oh my God.
yeah, I mean, there's still room in the engine bay for more, but like, I don't know, this work, they set the motor back pretty far.
Yeah.
They tried to get like the weight balance as proper as they could, so it's a 50-50 weight balance car, so for the track, it's probably your most confident, inspiring car
Does
you
it
can drive.
have decent torque? Like, what
It's
is
honestly, it's, I would say, like, you know, obviously people want 911s right now, and like, that's kind of the focus, but these cars are like a little bit slower in terms of like straight line speed, but cornering, you can push this car like so much harder.
Wow. Look at that, it's got the E36 power steering reservoir. Love that. That is the craziest thing. 3-liter 4-cylinder. Never have I ever.
Yeah,
It's a 3-liter SR.
That's different. That is cool. All right, red 964 has my heart. I always said one day, dude, I like, you know, I love S15s and I want every color S15s, but I think 911s are more addicting. When you're a 911 guy, you want the same car in 20 different colors.
Oh yeah, I do have 2 in the same color right now, but they're 2 very drastic. Like,
oh, Guards red.
Yeah, I have 2
well, Guards red. They made every single generation 911 in Guards red. It's like the one color.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, maybe I just need every 911. Like, what's wrong with us as like dudes and car guys, you know?
Yeah, I like the color. It's just, you see it a lot.
It's iconic. I mean, a red 964 is just, it's lovely. And this car is perfect, dude. Like, unreal. And like a fresh black interior on the red, just, what do you think? I'm sorry, I love these cars way too much. I could stare at them all day. Like, you, what do you think? You just don't?
If I could afford one, I would have one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I think every dude wants a 911.
Yeah, they just look so cool.
Oh, that is so, it's just tasteful, dude. Such good condition. Like, my 964 is such a hoopty, and I love it. Like, you haven't seen the car in person yet. You would probably puke in your mouth at the car, but like, it's so cool because it has such a vibe to it, and you never get to enjoy 964s in this ruffian way.
So, all right, my like personal car is a little rough around the edges.
Okay.
It's the best way to be. If I pulled the cardboard out right now and you saw all the oil, the motor's coming out in the next like 2 weeks.
So this one leaks?
Yeah, this one leaks bad.
Really?
Really bad.
I feel like the 993s hold together a little bit better.
This thing's been leaking for 3 years, and I put like 50,000 miles on it in 3 years.
But that's the best
While
way.
it's been leaking, but now the leak has gotten to the point where I'm like, it might catch on fire. It might continue to go. So,
So
it's fine.
This car, I love this car. First off, I love 993s. I love silver. It's got good styling. You drive this car. Every meet in the Northeast, I would just see you in this car.
Yeah, no, I take this car everywhere.
The best Porsche is the Porsche you drive, right? Yeah. And so that's why I love my car. And like, this car is the same to you. And what's so cool about this car is, so this is a 993, which is the 3rd generation air cooled, we'll consider it, right? To the 911. You could talk about whatever, but it's like the 3rd generation, right? So 964, which is this, which is that, this, my black gray car, whatever color you want to consider. Then the next gen, the last air cooled car is a 993, right? Pinnacle, beautiful. But this is funny because this is a Targa. Now, you guys have seen Targas before where it's like, usually has like this leather back that has like a top that comes off and it looks a little weird. Like they're usually a little bit cheaper because I don't really know Porsche's angle on a Targa. I'll put a picture of one right here, but 993s wear Targa in a really cool way. Like, you know how most cars in convertible don't look that cool, but for some reason, an E36 convertible with a hardtop looks cooler than a hardtop E36. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I swear 993 Targas look cooler than just a regular hardtop 993.
To me, it's probably the best like silhouette of a 993.
Look at this thing. So not only do you get like the full like panorama, like whatever you consider this, but you're right, the roof line is different, isn't it?
Yeah, now the roof line's probably down like an inch or two lower.
It's just sleeker.
Yeah, and it, you know, this car, I mean, although it's, you know, people kind of say it is a coupe at the end of the day because of how it is, but it's a cabrio body, so it's a convertible, you know.
And they wear their roof line so well. And this come off, or how did?
But the centerpiece slides underneath the rear window.
So this whole piece slides back.
Yeah, so it goes down and then underneath it.
So it still has the exposed roof like previous Targas.
Yeah. So it gives the same concept, just in, you know, a different way.
These are so cool. And honestly, like, I think it's your best bang for the buck because the Targas are quite a bit cheaper. They're like, what, 20% cheaper than, I guess, a hardtop?
It's funny, like, now at this point, these are coming up again.
What do you think?
Pretty fucking cool.
It's pretty fucking cool, right? That is so, and they look so modern. Like, I feel like you get that air-cooled, like, loveliness and classicness, but it also has such a modern vibe to it for, like, a mid to late 90s car. I think they look a lot newer. I've gotten way too obsessed with these silly cars. It sucks that they're just, like, the most expensive thing on the planet. Like,
get your money up, not your funny up.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? It just motivates you to want to make more money and work harder. That's what's like the catch-22 of being a car guy. Like, you'll probably forever be broke, but you always want that next thing, and it's going to push you to work harder to find new opportunities to get there if you really want it that bad.
Listen to the man.
All right, let's see. Let's get this thing. There we go. Let those glow plugs glow. Old ass car. There we go. Oh, what a unit. What a unit. Right off the boat, easy to go. So, okay, one thing I wanted to say, so the car obviously came from the UK, which this is the second time shipping a car from Europe. My first one was the 964, and then of course this thing. So we went through our buddy at Open Air Imports. He made it so easy. I'm gonna put his tag right here. If you guys want to import a car from Europe, use them because the transparency was amazing. I'm the worst sometimes because I have so much going on that it's hard for me to make stuff happen. Nick at Open Air he made it all happen, from port times to transport if I needed it, to having someone pick it up at the port for me. Incredible process, everything's transparent, made it so easy. And it's nice because though the shipping price is a little bit more than coming from Japan, which is unfortunate, the time is a lot faster. This car, once it got to the port, it only took 11 days to get here. It's dangerous because you could buy cars and get them in 2 weeks. It's exciting, and they have, I think, 4 ships a month, something like that in the area. You could have it in less than 2 weeks. That seems very dangerous. I mean, everyone imports from Japan, right? We're used to it. It's just, it turned into a thing. I feel like no one really talks about importing cars from Europe because there are a lot of cars that are cheaper, or honestly, are just easier to find in Europe. Like, especially if you're into European cars like Volkswagens and stuff, something you don't really find in Japan. Getting it from the UK, it's easy and it's quick. Like, it's dangerous. Look at in the sunlight, it's a little rough.
Look at how shitty it looks. No, it looks really good.
It's cool though.
Cool.
I told you it's
really
vibe.
cool. Yeah.
I had to give all, you heard me, I had to give all the boys a prep talk on the car. I was like, it's a little rough, but you'll get it. You'll eventually get it. It's the vibe of it.
The vibe's there.
The vibe's there. All right, boys. Fresh off the ship. Let's drive this thing 2.5 hours home. How bad could that be? It's so weird because last time I was driving this car was in like the mountains in Wales. And to be sitting here and now driving it through a parking lot in New Jersey, it's like the weirdest, I don't know if it's deja vu or just like it feels wrong in a sense, but. And I also forgot how much of a dog these things are. You honestly feel like you're driving like an old stick shift dump truck. But it's definitely a vibe, so. I think the hardest part so far is I can't figure out how to get the heat to work in this thing. It's no hot air yet, but the amount of looks it gets is hilarious. I think a lot of people don't know what the heck a Land Rover Defender is. Later, she made it. We are officially at the shop. Looks like the truck has gotten a little smoky, so that's new. But for now, let's see. Let's go see what the boys think, if the boys are around. So, no heat the whole ride, by the way. Freezing. I think the thermostat's like stuck, or one of them is stuck if it has multiple, because it's like just under operating temp the entire time, and like if I rip on it I'd have a little bit of heat, but yeah, this thing's smoking good. Ugh. It's smoking, dude.
Jim's gassing me out the whole ride.
Was it that bad?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh my god, it smells like an old school bus, doesn't it?
Yeah, the whole time that's what it smelled like.
Oh, that's lovely. Maybe it's just a blown turbo or something. I hope so. It doesn't smell like head gasket. Go smell it.
No. Oh, I smelled it the whole trip.
Oh, fair enough. Well, that sucks. It is a Land Rover, so things do break. Damn, that thing's... What was that?
It's meant to be worked on.
Oh man, I didn't want to work on this one. Dude, I don't know a f***ing thing about diesels. You think I would know something because I know so much about cars? Nothing about diesels.
Put a G35 on this thing, no problem.
A G35?
Yeah.
All right. I have a G. Imagine just put a G35 900 on a TD5. Would I be the first? I have one sitting. Nah, this thing deserves like a f***ing old ass Borg, a $600 Borg Warner.
Yeah. We got a nice Pulsar, or
Nice.
maybe a Max Peating rod.
A Max Peating rod turbo on this thing. God, it's huffing bad. Yeah, it looks cool. It's pretty fucking weird to see this thing in my parking lot, though. It looks so foreign.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Kai, you ready to see a real hot rod?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
All right. Come see the hoopty.
I want to see this rig.
It looks cool in the parking lot, though. Like, it has an aura to it.
I expected it to be bigger.
No, it's pretty big. Go stand, Kai, go stand next to it.
Huge.
It is huge. Look at this thing.
She's a hoopty for sure.
Yeah, this is kind of how they are. Takes a second to get used to it.
That's cool. I would love to see it lifted with some like fat off-road tires.
Yeah, I think it would take. You would like wouldn't think about the hooptiness as much.
Yeah,
because it would
be
look
a lot cooler.
It'd look like a cool off-roader. You gotta own the off-roadness of it. It's like a drift car. Like a drift car, if it could look good with damage. And I feel like this is how I'm freezing. It was 2.5 hours with no heat. Like,
No, this is cool.
whip this thing.
I love it.
Really? I never driven a right-hand drive car.
I love how this would be the first one. You could just run over things in it, so you're good.
Look how big this bitch looks. It ain't roomy back here.
No, it is. It's just the seat's just tall. It's a giant mail truck. Come on. There you go. Oh.
Rookie.
I think you're in third. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
You get it's like an old, flatbed. That's how it drives.
Let's go.
You're in neutral.
Oh, fuck.
Trash can. Building. Oh no.
I don't want to drive anymore. Freezing camping.
Here, drive it through there. Right there. Yeah, just drive it through there.
Oh, you just bring it to the lobby.
Yeah, there's a big old hill right here. You got this. See, it just takes it.
Wild.
It takes it easy.
I need one of these.
So I haven't towed with it yet, but Josh towed his E36 to Scotland with
I would
his.
love to tow my 8.6 on the open trailer with this thing.
It probably looked nuts. I mean,
Probably looked cool.
RJ drove Josh's with an E36 behind it, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, this thing's good, guys.
It's a good unit, right?
Oh,
Just gotta figure out why it's smoking, but it's a good unit. No, it takes it too good. Like, it almost makes it boring because the thing is so good in the off-road. You think it'll do donuts?
Wanna try?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. I don't know if we can do it. Surprise me, Jordy. Oh! Ah, yeah, it's all-wheel drive. It's weird. All-wheel drive all the time? Okay, it's all-wheel drive all the time.
We found out. We learned something.
I thought it was okay. I guess I don't know anything about my own vehicle. Still rips.
It's cool. Third row is wild.
How is it back there?
It's not very secure.
Yeah, I don't know if those seats are bolted down.
Doesn't feel like they are. For what it is, like once you own what it is, it's pretty sick.
Exactly. If we bring this thing deep in the woods with like the whole thing filled up, you can't beat that. It doesn't feel turbo, does it?
No. Okay.
I know, it needs a bigger turbo. Look how puny that thing is. That thing looks like a T28. Yeah, maybe a G30 660 on here.
I'm telling you.
Let's do it. This thing would be a good tow rig.
I wonder if it's something stupid like the PCV or something is like.
I'm sure she needs some maintenance.
Yeah, probably.
No, these are designed to drive, dude.
You know what's hilarious? You know how we were looking at that that old 968, the yellow car that was at Alex's shop? Remember how I was making fun of the power steering reservoir being a BMW power steering reservoir?
Oh, you got one too.
This is the same fucking power steering. I didn't realize that was so commonly used.
This thing's fucking cool.
It's cool, right? It just has that vibe. You look at it and you're like, that's cool.
That's cool. I would love to see this thing like lifted a little bit with some big wheels and tires on it.
Doing bro fitment like straight. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Dude, it's here. It's in America. It's kind of freaking nuts and it's weird for me to see, but it's definitely a vibe. Got to figure out why it's smoking so badly. Hopefully it just has like a blown turbo or something so we could have an excuse to put a bigger one on, because as of right now, like, we'll see.
She's a dog.
She's a dog. We got some things to figure out. Let me know what you guys think we should do now that it's here. For any suggestions from you guys, I would absolutely love that. I think that's just step number one, is a lift kit and some wheels. I feel like it's the same thing for like cars. You just get coils and wheels first and go from there. But forgot to mention, I have to thank Andy massively and Bach for transporting that car to the port for me. Andy drove the car all the way to Liverpool, I think is where it came out of, for me to drop the car off at the port. Andy, I appreciate you big time for making that happen. So Andy, next time you come and visit, we have a nice British daily for you to put around in.